Hi, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really, really appreciate and I'm grateful for your viewing and subscribing. And please remember to subscribe if you haven't, and the comments. So again, thank you. I am just very, very grateful that you all enjoy the channel or come to the channel and make comments if you like. You know, I'm always open for comments. And in fact, especially this time, well, every time really. And remember, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So also watch your Moon and Rising signs because those often will give you more information or add a layer, or you're like, you know, I think my Sun did it this time. This is, you know, or my Moon sign or Rising. So just watch all of them and you'll get more information. Okay, and then the next, so this is environment. The next card is challenge, your challenge card. Could be a challenge for this month. The third card is the unexpected, and the fourth card is the outcome. All right, the first card of the month, which is your environment, is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands indicates usually competition in the workplace, people seeing things differently, different ideas, challenges around that. There needs to be leadership or someone to take the leadership in this particular case. So the wands indicate work, at work, different ideas, different approaches. So it might be that your environment for this month is, you know, any type of needing to come together at work or with your work. This doesn't always mean employment. It could mean that your own business. You know, maybe you're trying to rally the troops, you know, in the February time period and get everyone on the same page. Maybe there was an extended holiday feeling. Hello, Jersey. My dog is pulling at my arm. Hello. How are you? Okay. But, you know, whatever the case may be, it's a needing to come together and come up with a solution. So see if that makes sense for you. The basics are with you, and the ant is the ants are crawling along here. They are for they indicate communication and relationships. And relationships, of course, are not always, of course, romantic relationships. The relationships, we have a relationship with everyone. If we work with them, if we see someone at the grocery store and meet them, that's a relationship. Or at least it is a communication of a relationship. So it's really a coming together card. There needs to be a solution to an issue or to issues that come up. All right, so the next card of yours is the challenge card. And the challenge card for you guys for this month is a major arcana card, which is the same as the temperance card. And the temperance card to me always indicates balance. A need for balance. This is a major arcana card, so it's a universal message. So whatever strains you feel like from your workplace, if people seem uneven or if you feel unbalanced, you know, the challenge here is to just know that in the end there will be a resolve, there will be a solution. It's probably around this. It's probably around your workplace, to stay balanced, to stay clear-headed. And for instance, like if you are going into a meeting and you're like, I don't want to go to this meeting. I don't want anything to do with this. I don't feel like this today. If you just go in, take a, you know, as I always say, take a deep breath. And before you walk into it, put a smile on your face. And then you can unsmile after that. But it's interesting what that does to our confidence. You know, all of a sudden you'll notice your shoulders go up. And it's like, you know what, I can do this. This is no big deal. This meeting might last, you know, 30 minutes, an hour, and it's done. And I'm going to give it my best shot and be my best me. So if, you know, again, it calls for balance in your life. And so this is going to be in the challenge area. And also this card indicates good people skills. to accomplish a task, the ability to communicate with others to accomplish what needs to be done, and present ideas. So it might be that you may have the need to stand up for yourself, or at least present the ideas or present the solutions that you feel would be of benefit to everyone else. So, with this card, again, it's patience, because patience has to be there for others to understand where anyone's coming from, where you're coming from. So the patience to be able to communicate and then express yourself, and then if you need to do that, if the situation arises for you to need to say, give your opinion, say your thoughts, and then let it go, and let other people take it in, let other people absorb it. All right, so that's your challenge. The next card is the unexpected. Now I have to say, I like this in the unexpected. That is a positive card. This is another major arcana. So you guys have 2 major arcana cards in this reading. Well, this is the sun. I mean, what can you say? It's beautiful. It's bright yellow, cheery. This card is the 19th of the 21 major arcana. It's about hope and optimism and achievement after a job well done. And this could be about promotion, actually. So, if all this is turning out to be, there's some issues here with your work, but you've got to really stay tempered. It may be that you are the one that comes out on the good side. This may be unexpected for you. You might think, well, I didn't know this was coming. I didn't know that they were thinking about promoting me. But it's not a card that you haven't earned your way. If you've put in time at work and you're just like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm going along with all this other stuff. But you may be acknowledged. Someone may come up to you and say, you are doing a really good job. We are happy to have you here. Or if it's in a relationship, it may be a spark of flirting with you. And it just feels so good because it's making you happy. The sun is coming out. The sun, it's like when the weather has been real rainy and drizzly and on days on end. And when the sun comes out, it's like, it just makes you feel better. So there's a spark of real enlightenment, of joy, of optimism that comes up for you guys. And it's unexpected. You're going to feel hope. You're going to feel like, you've gotten a pat on the back. And you're not really expecting it, but that's okay. It's the unexpected, and that's always good. If we don't always expect for everyone to think we're great, and if we don't expect, we visualize and we want it to happen, but then we don't expect that someone's going to, then it does happen. It's funny how it turns out that way. It's almost like after a drought, then there's moisture, and then there's greenery because there's moisture. The sun comes out. So just know that there may be a little bit of joy and accomplishment, an accomplished feeling in this month. All right, and your last card of the month is the the Knight of Chalices. And this is the outcome. So these 2 last cards are really great. This could be about a proposal. This guy's very romantic. It could be a proposal of marriage. It could be a proposal of a social engagement. Maybe a dinner party. Maybe someone asked you over to come to an event. And this guy, it could be a person. This could be it could be you too, because it's a water sign. It's a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Okay, and the court cards are challenging because they're people cards. The king, the queen, the knight, and sometimes the page. So we never know if this is you, which this very well could be because it's a water sign, or it could be someone in your life. So if it's you, you're feeling awfully good. You're wanting to give to others. You're wanting to maybe take someone to dinner or give them a gift, and you're just in a very generous, heart-based mood. Here's the horse here, the speckled horse with the wreath. So there's a little bit of a happiness, of celebration. This could be two artistic expressions. Maybe some of you are feeling like you would like to, your art or your music or your writing or whatever you create on the computer could also be, anything where you feel creative, you want to offer up to others. This very well could be you. So let me know which Scorpio you are. Is this you that you're feeling very generous and artistic and open-hearted, or is this someone in your life that comes up that has those qualities? This guy can be a little overbearing. He can, the Knight of Cups is very romantic, but also can be very, he overdoes a little bit. But I'm not feeling that for this particular reading, especially after the Sun card. I'm feeling like high hopes here, and then wanting to give to others because of that. What you've received, you want to give back to others. It's a very special feeling. There's a stork, as you can see right here, and the stork represents beginnings, devotion, happiness, joy. Okay, so let's see what the clarification cards have to say, Scorpio. The Queen of Pentacles. She's a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is a very warm-hearted person. This is a person who's generous with her money. The Cups are generous with their heart. The Pentacles, this is about money, property, finance. This woman has great advice. She channels luxury, and she just knows how to make money or how to work with money in her. She loves her property. She loves her home. So this very much could be an earth sign that's in your life, or again, it could be you taking on the qualities of it or wanting to take on the qualities. You may just want to feel contentment around your home and your life and a secure feeling. Well, the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is again about money, finances, wanting to feel like, you have something to give to your children, or it can be inheritance from family, or it can be a will probating. It can be something like that. But it's a feel-good feeling. There's much connectedness with the family and with the money and the family's property. Okay, so there's a card about, this is a wish card. So anything that you're wishing for, this might be the surprise. Don't always count on things to happen, though. That's what I was saying earlier. The unexpected sometimes is the most fun. But the Nine of Cups, which is the same as the chalices, you see all the different cups and how they're made differently. So it could be that whatever you're wishing for, whatever you've wished for in the past, and you've just thought, well, this isn't going to happen, or, you've put it in the back of your mind. Say you've wished for that promotion, or you've wished for new furniture for your house, or you've wished for your kids to straighten up and, get off drugs or hang around with better friends, then I feel like there's a little bit of this coming up for you. Could be the unexpected. Well, the Tower in reverse. You're getting some awfully good clarification cards. So the Tower usually represents abrupt, sudden changes, falling away of the structure you've created. And I don't mean just physical structure, but your life, your lifestyle changes because there's an abrupt situation. Sometimes it's, people get news that they need to move out of their home because they're leasing it and the foundation needs to be repaired, or it is, could be the loss of your home. I don't know why I'm getting, if you've had a fire, because I do see fire up here, but there's an implosion. And some readers really like the Tower card, because after the Tower card, it's like what you don't need goes away and there's new beginnings. There's room for new beginnings. So it came up in reverse. So it feels like to me, whatever drastic or a situation that was going to take you by surprise, it may not happen, so that maybe that your foundation is in place. So feeling like your foundation is secure, is stable. Stay positive. Okay, the Eight of Cups. Well, this card represents the feeling of moving on, because you're done with the past. You're done with the past circumstance. It may not have been the best for you, but you're ready to see new starry skies. So the cups are full. You're leaving in a good place. So this could be a romance. It could be a friendship. It came up last, so it's very interesting to me. That is the last pulled card. It's about your emotions. It might be that you're leaving some of your negative beliefs behind. You just decide that, you know what, I was counting on things going this way. They're not exactly going the way I thought, but it's okay because I'm looking in a different direction. You're okay to feel different thoughts. I almost feel, when I think of that, some of you, a releasement of any body challenges, any physical challenges you're having. That could be. Maybe your emotions have caused you, and this is not all Scorpios, but for some of you, it comes up that, if you've had emotions that have been challenging, that letting the feelings of why that's taking place, letting those go. Let it go, because staying in a positive mind will allow you to manifest more. Okay, so let's count the card. So this is 5 and 14 is 19. 19 and 19, that's interesting. This is the 19 card. Is what, 38 and 39. 3 and 9 is 12. Did I do that right? 1, 20, 34, and 5 is 39. Yes, 3 and 9 is 12. And then 1 and 2 is 3 in numerology. And 3 is about optimism, hope, being creative, feeling your inner creativity, and express yourself. All of this I was talking about, expressing yourself. So let's see what both the 3 and the 12 are in the major arcana. Let's look at the 3 first. The 3 is the Empress, I believe. The Empress card. Yes, it is. 3 is the Empress. So 3 is about giving birth to new ideas. She's the typical mother figure, matriarch figure. This could be someone that's around you that's in the spirit world too. For some of you, it might be giving you guidance. And then I said, let's look at the 12 is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is actually a good thing. This is being able to pause when you need to, take a break, take a deep breath, because you have time to reflect and see. He's not hanged to be because someone hanged him on the tree. He's meditating, the Hanged Man. So it's pause to think, pause to reflect, pause to pat yourself on the back and say, job well done. And not be so into this. It's not a huge conflict, but this card does indicate conflict sometimes. So allow yourself to do that. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. I know this one ran long, but I really appreciate your watching and subscribing. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Be well, take care of yourself, and I will see you soon.